What I have in front of me are two machines that are called Columbia client machines. Columbia would build machines for other companies and put their name on it. In this case, I've got one here called a language phone, and in this case over here, I've got one called a Busy Bee. I'm going to talk about the Busy Bee in a minute on another video, but this video is going to focus on this, the language phone. It's a machine that's based on the Columbia Q. It's basically actually completely like a Columbia Q with just the slightest differences. On the Columbia Q, the lid has two posts here that screw into the base to hold the lid on. That's not the case with this. It's got these little clips here out of the side that you'll see when I bring the camera in close. These are similar, but not exactly the same as the one on a Columbia B. So it is a little bit different. And of course, Columbia put the language phone decal on it instead of the Columbia decal. This one here, which I'll show when I come in close for this is a Columbia Q. And it's an interesting one because it's the earliest one they made. The base plate here is nickel plated. And the actual bigger base here is an aftermarket product that was sold to sort of decorate your regular Q a little bit. So I'm going to bring you in closer to look at this machine. It was built by it was sold by the Language Phone Company. That was a company that in 1889, Richard Rosenthal started selling cylinders, teaching language courses. This machine was in 1899, so that's the year that they were using the Q, or started using the Q to sell their products. And here are a couple of cylinders, and we'll see those as when I come in a little bit closer. These are 2-minute cylinders. This company lasted for quite a while and was marketing 4-minute cylinders once that became more popular. So let's bring you in to take a look. Here's one of the cylinders, and you can see Rosenthal there. And the machine that he's using is this Columbia Q style. And on the back, there's some information. International College of Languages. And the lid. So let's take a look at the machine. The Q is a really simple machine. And like a lot of the Columbias, it has a beautiful decal on it. Or decal, depending on how you like to say that. And there are the clips on the bottom. Here's the machine. Yep, exactly like a Columbia Q. And this mandrel is the same size as the Columbia Q, the regular one, so it will play regular cylinders. And oh, my key is missing. I'll have to find a key if we're going to demonstrate it. I'm going to show you the Columbia Q I've got over here. This is, as I said, the early one. The bed plate is different than the black enameled one. And this one, the first year of the Q, this governor was attached to the base. Or if I go over here, you can see there's an arm here that attaches the governor instead of to the base. So that's a little different. Here are a couple of different language cylinders. There were other companies who got in on this. So it must have been popular. Okay, I put the record on. This is lesson number 22, so it's probably for the more advanced student. I'm going to play it on the Columbia Q because my language phone is missing the belt that drives the cylinder. So let's see what we got on this cylinder.
Pas mon intention. Au contraire, je désirais seulement vous avertir de ne pas négliger votre rhume. Oh non, je ne m'inquiète pas si facilement de cela. Néanmoins, je suivrai votre avis. Je vais consulter un bon médecin. Appartenez-vous à la vieille école ou à la nouvelle? Vous voulez parler des homéopathes et des salutaires? Oui, nous avons ici d'excellents médecins des deux écoles. À Chicago, je m'observe généralement de remèdes homéopathiques. Mais j'ai fait la connaissance des doctories. Mais je n'admets pas qu'il a une grande clientèle, surtout surtout parmi les Américains.
Well, I gotta say, if I could speak French that well after listening to 22 two-minute lessons, I'd be most impressed. So maybe this guy really did have a great idea. So that is the language phone method.